And at the same time, we get free trade, globalization, offshoring, and outsourcing, stealing all our jobs. And they're never coming back unless we set up tariffs. Now, I noticed that a piece of legislation went in 2 days ago to get rid of NAFTA and WTO.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you one thing, the Mexicans will be very happy if NAFTA gets taken down, because the only people in Mexico who have ever profited from it are the rich. And in case you missed it, Carlos Slim, who has a monopoly in several areas, is the richest man in the world.
But then he's going to open up a trade agreement with South Korea, Panama, and Colombia.
Let him. Let him do what he wants. I'll tell you something. You can only push the people so far. And the spring comes back and hits you in the middle of the forehead.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing.
And it's going to happen in every single country. Because what we're doing here on the radio and all the shows I'm on, which is 30 hours of programming a week, I do Saturday and Sunday. I get a show in Tokyo tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. my time. I've got one Sunday night in Bangkok. I got them all over the world. Everybody is finding out the Illuminati. Can you imagine? I have 3 black housewives in the Chicago station ask me about the Illuminati. Do you think we're making headway? The answer is yes. So there's lots to be happy about. But you got to spread the word. You got to get people out there, and you got to get them to vote. All these miscreants out of office in Washington. Very, very important. Because if we don't, you're going to be fighting in the streets.
Today, this comment is in from John. USA Today stated that residents are eager to get their state tax refunds may have a longer wait this year. The recession has tied up cash and caused officials in a half a dozen states to consider freezing refunds, in one case as long as 5 months. Isn't that our money and they are holding, and is it constitutional?
It's unconstitutional, and they can do anything they want. Anything they want, whether you like it or not. Go argue with them, they'll put you in jail. I mean, look at the IRS. Oh, I do have 2 questions here.
Well, you know what, Bob? If they want to stir the feathers of the American people out there withholding their tax refunds, I mean, that'll get them stirred up. Because you know what? People have always tended to look towards these refunds, and they've already had them spent, and they count on them. They count on it coming back. So holding that for 5 months.
I want to tell you something. You know what the solution to that problem is?
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Over-deduct.
Yeah.
That's what you do. I was on with Ann Minch the other night, and that was one of the ideas in her platform, we'll call it. And I think she's done an awful lot for someone who was out there reaching on their own, so to speak, you know. And she took it to the enemy.
According to Fox News, Obama is postponing his trip to Asia due to health care vote. Isn't this very unique, and doesn't it impact international relations?
Well, of course it does.
Is the health care vote that important?
No, it's not about health care. What it's about is controlling people and limiting the population. That's what it's about. I got that radio program on Sunday. It's from 7 to 7:30 a.m. my time. Geez, that must be the middle of the night in Bangkok.
It will be the 12th of March 2010, and it is Friday. And again, thank you for joining us. If you would like a complimentary issue to the International Forecaster, please give us a call at 1-800-375-4188. And Bob, would you like to tell us about the International Forecaster, please?
Now, the Forecaster is about business, finance, economic, social, and political issues all over the world. We publish on Wednesdays and Saturdays via email. Usually runs around 40 pages each time, and we have a hard copy that goes out twice a month for those of you who are not on the Internet. And you can visit our site. It has some interesting things on there. It's one of the most visited sites on the Internet, and that's unusual in as much as more often than not nobody even knows it's there, but people find it. That address is theinternationalforecaster.com. The International FORECASTER.com. If you'd like to send in a question or get a free copy, you can do that through the site, or you can email us at BOB@INTFORECASTER.com, Bob@IntForecaster.com, or
1-800-375-4188. See how trained I am? That's 1-800-375-4188 for your complimentary issue here at Discount Gold and Silver Trading. And gold today, the prices on gold was down a little bit today, down $690, $1103. Silver down 9 at $1709. Platinum was down a little bit, $416.15, and palladium was up $3 at $467. So a little bit pullback on the market. Bob, do you think we're building a base here around 1100? Do you think it's going to break through, or?
Oh, I don't think it's important. The market will go up the minute that the government gets out of the market, and they must. They're short the bullion, they're short the shares big as well, and they can't keep it up forever. They're getting buried, and they're trying to drive it down, and they can't. Right now, gold's off $6, which is better than the spot market was, and every day usually it trades higher in the access market, although it's very thin. Although the market it's trading now is still April. But anyway, I like the market.
Huh?
What'd you say?
Do you buy into this China reporting with Reuters about the how they're really into the dollar and they don't want any more gold?
No, that's ridiculous.
Isn't it? They'll pull out anything.
They do what they have to do to keep the dollar up, because we discussed it before when dollar was 81 intraday. Several days ago, I said on this program, the dollar is topping out. It's going to go right back down to 7,400 and test it. Oh, it's not going to take a week. It'll probably take a month or two, but it's going back down again. The whole thing was phony. It was staged by your government. This is what they do all the time. They sit around in their $4,000 suits and decide, how they're going to screw the public. So gold was batted down because the dollar was going down and they didn't want gold to go up. Earlier in the week, we had the auctions by the Treasury, and if gold's going up, it makes it harder to sell these treasuries, and they come out again reporting for last month and tell us housewives are buying hundreds of billions of dollars worth of treasuries. You've got to be kidding me. I mean, how stupid. They will do anything. They are desperate. That's why we got to keep the pressure on. Anyway, gold shares today were off about 1.5% on average. and that's normal, and the gold goes down. Only one of them was up 2 pennies, but it was up all day. And so it was not a bad day. It was okay. 2 questions. First one for Bill. Considering the possibility of an extreme U.S. dollar devaluation and much higher energy prices, well, I don't know if we're going to have them both at the same time. Because if you have a dollar devaluation, oil prices